dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning to you. I'm Mitchell Grog.
And I'm Callie Rainey. Today is Thursday, September 10th. Happy Friday Eve.
Absolutely. Let's check in with meteorologist Chris Johnson for a look at your forecast this morning.
That'll be about the only thing that gets us through this forecast because it's a soggy one out there. So just remember, Friday is almost here, and of course, as we head into the weekend, going to feel a lot more like October out there. Temperature's really going to cool off.
And I mean, here's the most important question. Is it actually going to feel like Friday when we make it to Friday tomorrow?
Absolutely. It always feels like Friday. I don't know about you guys, but when Friday gets here, you know, I got an extra step in my, I'm walking to the kitchen in the mornings, I'm getting some coffee, I'm moving, I'm jumping around, I'm dancing, having a good time. It's Friday. That's not the case every morning, but I try to think like that.
Okay.
But it is Friday, and tomorrow is Friday, and when it is Friday, I usually feel pretty good. So, and we hope you guys do too. But let's take over that visibility map this morning because we are tracking some more fog issues along with some of that rainfall. And this fog is dense in some locations. Reduced visibility is less than a mile for a good portion of eastern Kentucky. Now, you put that together with some of the light to moderate showers we're seeing move in across eastern Kentucky. Like I was saying, that's really going to cut back on those visibility, so please take it easy as you tackle on your Thursday. Now, looking at pinpoint Doppler regional shot, we had that cold front swing through. It began to stall out, and now we're seeing an upper level disturbance move in from the southwest. That's working northeastward through eastern Tennessee and now into eastern Kentucky, and that's really ramping up our rain production. And as we head through the morning hours, look for it to be a soggy one. Now, temperature-wise, it's a mild start with readings in the upper 60s and lower 70s, but temperatures actually only climbing just a few more degrees. We're going to top out around 75, 76 degrees later on this afternoon. As that rain continues this morning, we'll see more scattered showers possible later on this afternoon, and eventually we dry things out through the evening and overnight hours, but more rain chances expected for your Friday and the first part of your weekend, along with cooler conditions. Of course, I'll outline that full forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
We begin this half hour in Laurel County, where police say 2 people abused an infant, causing injuries that will likely affect the child for the rest of her life.
Police charged the child's mother, Bessie Sizemore, and Michael Hinson with abuse. As WYMT's Phil Pendleton explains, both answered to a judge yesterday morning.
The 2 arrested in this case answered to those charges at Laurel District Court this morning. The mother and a caregiver of the child. Police say the baby has life-changing injuries and will probably be blind for the rest of her life. The citation states that the 4-month-old baby suffered serious head injuries. The child's 24-year-old mother, Bessie Sizemore, and a caregiver, 36-year-old Michael Hinson, are charged with criminal abuse and assault.
It looks like it's going to be a permanent injury. It has retinal detachment.
Exactly what the pair is accused of doing remains under investigation. The child was rushed to the hospital on Tuesday, September 1st. Sizemore and Hinson were arrested on the following Friday.
But this is the old shaking baby syndrome that is now called abusive head trauma.
Police also removed other children from Sizemore's home, and they say a 2-year-old girl had bruising and signs of abuse as well. The arrest citation states that the 4-month-old had bruises, bleeding on the brain, and broken ribs.
The child had life-threatening injuries because the male who was actually caring for the child while the mother was at work reported that the child quit breathing.
And both remain in jail today. In fact, the judge declined to lower their bond, even stating that Sizemore has a previous criminal charge dealing with assault. In Laurel County, Phil Pendleton, now back to you.
Both pleaded not guilty, and another court hearing is set for September 18th. A 9-month-long drug investigation landed 15 people in Bell County in jail. State police say the investigation concentrated on the sale of crack cocaine, meth, and prescription drugs. The roundup started with 25 warrants.
A Wolfe County man faces charges in a shooting. Police say it happened around 9 yesterday morning at a home along Sandy Ridge Road. They say the victim, Blanche Creech, drove to a nearby home for help, and Teddy Creech left the scene on a tractor. Police say they found and arrested Teddy Creech along Fallen Water Creek Road. He faces a first-degree assault charge. Blanche Creech was flown to UK Hospital. Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis will still receive a paycheck for the time she spent in jail and for the time she is taking off this week. In Kentucky, elected officials are paid even when they are not working. Davis was released from jail Tuesday after a federal judge lifted a contempt of court order against her. Her attorneys say she is taking the rest of the week off to rest and she will be back at the Rowan County Court Clerk's office Monday. They also say that she is going through hundreds of letters her supporters sent to her. Some of Davis's supporters showed up at the courthouse yesterday, but other people there said they are tired of the issue.
They're wonderful, and it seems like a lot of people are a little embarrassed about this whole situation.
Rowan County Deputy Clerk Brian Mason said yesterday that he would continue to issue marriage licenses after Davis returns to work, even if she tells him not to. Judge David Bunning has ordered Davis not to interfere with the issuing of marriage licenses.
Well, one Eastern Kentucky boy received the ride of his young lifetime last night. 2-year-old Hunter Ashley from Letcher County spent more than 2 weeks in the hospital in Lexington following a leukemia diagnosis.
Hunter and his parents returned home to Jenkins last night for the first time since his diagnosis. As WYMT's Tanner Hesterberg reports, they had some company on the final stretch of the ride home.
The sounds of sirens fill the air, but these trucks are not headed to a fire. They're on an escort mission, taking 2-year-old Hunter Ashley home.
What's it like to come home to this?
Amazing. It's good to have people around here that cares for you.
Hunter is battling leukemia and has called a hospital home since last month. So when he and his parents returned to their actual home, their friends and neighbors decided a parade was the best way to welcome them back.
Hunter's family says they are overwhelmed by the amount of support from the community, and the parade was the perfect way to come home after a very tough couple of weeks.
What also made this ride special was Hunter led the way in engine number 9, driven by his papaw Larry, a member of the Jenkins Fire Department.
It's unbelievable to him. He's happy, smiling. He had a mask on, but you could see him smile through his eyes.
And this particular parade suited Hunter just right because of his love for fire trucks.
I'd just like to say thanks to this community and everybody that's involved.
Yeah.
We didn't know how much support we had until we actually needed it.
Yeah, that means a lot. We love everybody.
Love and support for a boy who may face a battle but has plenty of help in his fight.
Hunter will return to Lexington every week to receive chemotherapy treatments. Well, the Eastern Kentucky Ronald McDonald Care Mobile Dental Program celebrated its 10th anniversary yesterday in Perry County. Several folks gathered for the presentation in Hazard. The program provides preventative dental care. Program officials say their research shows oral health affects children's ability to learn. Officials say since beginning the program, they have seen tooth decay decrease almost 20%. Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we take you to one library clearing out part of its music collection.
And later in sports, stopping the run. Kentucky knows it will be facing a hard-nosed rushing attack this weekend in Columbia versus South Carolina.
Plenty of rain chances in store for Eastern Kentucky today. I'll talk rain amounts and temperatures coming up right after the break.
Bad morning out there. Sorry about that, Callie.
Put that on the blooper reel, right?
Absolutely.
Well, we're dealing with soggy conditions this morning. And next time, that was good. That was good. Dealing with soggy conditions this morning. Lots of rainfall working across Eastern Kentucky. And we're mild to start things off. But temperatures only climbing into the mid-70s later on this afternoon. So pretty cool overall. So let's
hopefully better for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sort of.
The festivals, we have that start today, the gingerbread.
Yeah, that starts today and that lasts through Saturday, but there could be a few hiccups as far as the weather's concerned. So we'll talk a little bit more about that here in just a few minutes, see if I can get this out. Let's take over that temperature map this morning. We are seeing pretty mild temperatures across central and eastern Kentucky, area-wide in the mid to upper 60s, a few lower 70-degree readings for folks there. Monticello streaming northeastward towards London, even Lexington checking in at 71 degrees this morning, and temperatures really only going to climb about 4, 5, 6 degrees this morning. We're topping out at 76 degrees later on this afternoon, along with a few of those scattered showers. I think the better chances for rain occur through the morning hours, so definitely send the kids off or the little ones with some umbrellas, maybe the rain gear, and that might be handy later on this afternoon as well. So if you're heading to work, allow some extra time because we got lots of green showing up on Pinpoint this morning, and we're seeing some light to moderate showers working northeastward from Somerset over to London. That's streaming towards the northeast, eventually heading into portions of eastern Kentucky over the course of the next 30 to 45 minutes. So it looks like a soggy morning will definitely be in store for a lot of us across eastern Kentucky. And that cold front that worked through the state yesterday began to pump on the brakes, and now it's stalling out across eastern Tennessee, just southeast of portions of Kentucky there, and that's streaming northeastward into the mid-Atlantic region. And we got an upper level disturbance that's sliding in across eastern Tennessee now, and that's providing those rain chances that we're seeing across the entire viewing area. But we're not done there just yet. We got that secondary cold front way back to the north and west, and that's going to bring that cool shot of air. And it's currently situated and heading towards the Great Lakes region, but eventually heading south and eastward. And that's going to arrive on our doorstep later on tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. That's going to increase our rain chances once again. And we'll see a few of those lingering showers throughout our Saturday, along with that cooler, unseasonably air that's going to arrive later on Saturday afternoon. Now, looking at future view, we start things off at 9 o'clock this morning. We'll see the rainfall and lots of it. Temperature-wise, only going to climb into the upper 60s by mid-morning and eventually climbing into the lower 70s by lunchtime, so you can see those temperatures really slow to rise. Mid-70s for highs later on this afternoon. That bulk of the rainfall moves south and east. We're heading off into the Virginias, and actually we'll begin to dry things back out through the overnight hours and into the first part of your Friday. Temperatures cooling off into the upper 50s to right around 60 degrees, so a pretty cool start for us as we head out the door tomorrow morning, along with some patchy fog. And then that secondary cold front arrives across central Kentucky once again by tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. And that's going to bring more rain chances back into the forecast. This is all going to track eastward. And of course, temperature is going to be a touch warmer tomorrow afternoon with highs rebounding back into the upper 70s. But as we head into the weekend, that's when we could see those temperatures really drop off. We're talking upper 60s for highs, along with some shower activity throughout much of Saturday. So if you are heading to the Gingerbread Festival, pack that umbrella and keep that in mind as you do try and enjoy any outdoor festivities. And of course, rainfall over the next few days, well, we're only looking at about an inch, upwards to an inch and a half across central and eastern Kentucky. So overall, about what we were thinking with this system. So when it's all said and done, some much needed rainfall across our viewing area, and it's definitely going to come in handy, especially trying to wash out some of the ragweed, some of the allergens we've been dealing with. Allergies have been really bad. So looking at that 7-day forecast, though, where your weekend is always in view, temperatures cooling off into the upper 60s for those highs on Saturday and Sunday, and we'll finally dry things out. High pressure going to regain control, and that's going to bring some sunshine as we head into early next week. Temperatures eventually rebounding towards 80 degrees by next midweek. Let's get a check of the refrigerator art this morning, see what we have behind the magnets. Love showcasing all the beautiful art from the kids here across eastern Kentucky. A nice photo sent in from Alyssa over at May Valley Elementary. Time now is 5:43. You're watching Mountain News this morning right here on WYMT.
This is WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
A tough second half for the young Kentucky defense last weekend against Louisiana Lafayette. This weekend, a much tougher opponent. The Wildcats visit South Carolina for their SEC opener. While head coach Mark Stoops acknowledges there were some mistakes against the Ragin' Cajuns, he says there is not much time for his guys to grow up as they prepare for the Gamecocks.
You know, we've got some inexperience, and we've got some guys that we've got to get better in a hurry. So we'll have our hands full this week playing a great South Carolina team. Coach Spurrier, you know, we'll have our hands full, that's for sure. I think, you know, us beating them last year, you know, we got to go into their place. It'll be a very, very difficult environment, and a team that'll be hungry to get after us with a very good football team. So we'll have our hands full.
Speaking of South Carolina, as a team, the Gamecocks rushed for more than 250 yards in their season opening win over North Carolina and expects to have the same success against the Wildcats on the ground. South Carolina has rushed for at least 200 yards in 3 of the last 4 meetings with Kentucky. So head coach Steve Spurrier says this week, that is the focus.
Kentucky, they've given up some rush yards, as everybody knows. We have to try to mix it up, just like we tried to do last week, and hopefully our pass game will be a lot better than last week. So we're working on it. We'll work on it today.
Kentucky on the road this weekend in Columbia to take on South Carolina. Both teams 1-0 on the season entering the game. Kickoff set for 7:30 on the SEC Network. The Gamecocks are a 7.5-point favorite, but Kentucky has won its second game of the season in each of the last 17 years. The Prestonsburg Blackcats are 1-1 on the season, coming off a bye week. Peaburg welcomes in Breathitt County this Friday. Head coach John DeRosset says the two teams go way back with their rivalry, back when they used to meet in the Class 2A playoffs. He says even though some of his players were able to get rest and get healthy with the week off, they will still have their hands full with the Bobcats.
Well, we had a good open week. We got to practice some. We got to rest some guys. We had a couple of guys banged up a little bit, so those guys got healthy. And we're getting ready to face a good Breathitt County squad. You know, our rivalry goes back to when we were in the district together, and we played in the AA playoffs quite a few times, and Coach Moore does a great job over there, and we'll have our hands full with their team. They got a great athlete, and the Collins kid, and we've watched them on video, and they still throw it all over the field, but they're still a physical team.
It is now time to announce our high school football player of the week from week 2 of the season. The Estill County Engineers got a big game from senior running back Cordell Day in their win over Frankfort. Day carried the ball 24 times for 240 yards, good for an average of 10 yards per carry. He also scored 3 touchdowns for the Engineers in the 49-39 win. And that is a first look at sports this morning.
Hi, I'm Teresa. I'm a fitness coach, and today I'm going to show you a few moves that you can do without equipment while you're outside, while your kids are playing, if you have some time when you're picking them up from school. The first move I'm going to show you is just a reverse lunge high kick. So this is going to work your core, your legs. So you're just going to stand here, step back into a lunge, keeping your knee behind your foot, and then kick and go back down. The second move I'm going to show you is going to be a push-up row. So again, this is going to be a total body move, really working that core in your upper body. All right, the third and final move I'm going to do for you today is going to be a scarecrow lunge. So you're going to lunge back and just place your arms like this and rotate them up. This is going to work your shoulder muscles. So there are your 3 simple moves, and I would recommend doing 3 sets of 15 reps each. For more information, check out momseveryday.com.
A Virginia man has been invited to see the Pope at the White House later this month.
As Joe St. George reports, the man is making headlines because he is a gay Catholic.
How does a gay Catholic get an invitation from the White House to see the Pope?
It all started one night. I was doing some research online. I was trying to find some inspiration for my blog, The Gay Catholic, and I saw articles about Pope Francis coming to the U.S. this month, and I thought, wouldn't that be something to see the Pope in the U.S.? And so did some further digging, and I saw that he was going to be in D.C., and so I found a contact form on the White House website.
As you know, you can't get married in the church. If you have a chance to say something to the Holy Father, what would you tell him?
I would tell the Holy Father how much it means to see someone say you are loved, you are supported. It's a misconception. You can absolutely be Catholic and be gay.
It is a busy morning across eastern Kentucky. Lots of green on the radar. Let's take over to Live Pinpoint as we track it all out for you. Lots of showers working across central and eastern Kentucky, and this is associated with an upper level disturbance that's moving across eastern Tennessee, and that's going to overspread rainfall across a good chunk of real estate, and we're going to hold on to those rain chances through the morning hours and into the afternoon hours before we'll finally begin to dry things out later on this afternoon and into the evening. I think overnight period we do dry things out completely before we'll throw more rain chances back into the forecast as we do head into your Friday afternoon. Now here's a look at that 12-hour planner. Temperatures slow to rise this morning. We're talking lower 70s by lunchtime, and as we head towards the later part of our afternoon, we're going to see those temperatures, well, they're only going to top out in the mid-70s, so much cooler and unseasonably cooler for this time of the year, along with a few of those hit and miss showers. And the next 7 days shape up like this for you. Really cool this weekend, October-like for the weekend. Matter of fact, we're talking temperatures in the upper 60s for highs, along with a few showers for your Saturday, but we completely dry things out as we head into your Sunday. High pressure going to regain control, and that's going to bring lots of sunshine back into the forecast. Let's get a check of the lottery numbers this morning. Don't forget, tomorrow night's Mega Millions jackpot is $106 million, and Saturday night's Powerball jackpot is $167 million. The time now is 5:55. You're watching Mountain News this morning right here on WYMT.
It is a gold mine of music people pass over every day in downtown Dallas.
And now, as Jennifer Lindgren reports, the Central Library is selling off part of its massive LP record collection.
At the Dallas Public Library, there's one exception to the quiet rule.
Here we come.
The fourth floor Fine Arts Division at the Central Branch, where manager Heather Lowe is more than willing to turn on the turntables.
So that people will be able to browse the collection and see just
exactly what the great things are that we have.
What they have is a treasure trove of vinyl, 38,000 albums, an amazing collection curated over decades.
I'd say the majority are probably from the 70s and 80s, but a good chunk is from the 60s.
From lesser-known artists to best-selling records.
So Beatles should be right here.
The problem, she says, patrons rarely check it out.
You can see from the date due stamp, people regularly borrowed vinyl back in the 1980s and 90s, but not many people take home these albums today or even know this collection exists.
And then when vinyl became, started to gain popularity, no one checked their local library.
So next week, they'll dust off the jackets for a party and a sale. Albums will go for just $2 a piece.
So the sale is a great way to clean our collection up, get rid of a few duplicates.
And get people to realize what the library offers, not just for the eyes, but the ears.
Such a romanticized notion of vinyl, and it's really an object of nostalgia for people.
In Dallas, Jennifer Lindgren, CBS 11 News.